And welcome everybody to Concordia versus Webster, game 2 of a exciting doubleheader here. Already one batter down as Mike Wick flied out to left in the first, and now Brandon Smith has just struck out for the second out of the inning. Coming up to the plate here is Yorick, the first baseman.
Hitter, number 14, Kyle Urich.
As he fouls that one back here. On the hill for the Cougars today is, who is on the hill for the Cougars today?
Adam Schmidt.
Adam Schmidt. As he delivers ball one there, even the count at 1-1. And that one's fouled back.
It goes back up every time you try to shut it.
What was okay?
Counts 1 and 2 now with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Again, matchup here between the Webster University and Concordia University of Chicago. The Cougars took the first game in a 15-inning thriller with a walk-off hit by pitch to leadoff man Colin Bethrin to win that one. Here we are in the top of the first, 2 down, 2-2 count. And Uric drives one over to third for an easy 5-3 putout. When we come back in the bottom of the first, we will have the Cougars at bat for you.
In the inning, the
Stay
Gorlats go out in
tuned.
order. After half inning of play, Webster nothing, Concordia coming to bat.
I'll have one of you track ball and one of you track. I'll tell you guys.
My name is Chris Labosco, and I do play-by-play for minor league hockey. It was while I was at the Illinois Media School that I got my first opportunity to do actual play-by-play in my first week of class. Through my time in class, I was able to improve as a broadcaster by learning how to use different equipment, how to set up for a remote broadcast, and how to prepare for each and every game that I would call. I even found an internship doing play-by-play for minor league baseball before graduating. If I never went to the Illinois Media School, I never would have found my passion.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. So many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School: financial aid for those who qualify, real-world hands-on experience, internships, and so much more. Don't just take my word for it. Set up a tour at one of the 2 Chicagoland locations. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Hi, it's Frankie Robinson. The Illinois Media School, formerly the Illinois Center of Broadcasting, provides hands-on broadcasting and online media training in fully equipped radio and TV studios and web-based computer labs. The instructional staff consists of
And welcome back into the bottom of the first inning here, where we have a 0-0 ball game between the Cougars and the Gorlocks of Webster University. Leading off for the Cougars is Colin Bethrin, the center fielder. The hero of the first game fouls one off his foot. And that's a back-to-back, a couple of tough at-bats here. Of course, he finished off last game in the 15th by getting hit by a pitch to bring in the winning run, and now he fouls one off his own foot. He's going to have a tough time getting to sleep tonight. Ooh, and a strike 3 swinging there. Sends him down on 3 pitches.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 34, Joe Silva.
Up to the plate now is Joe Silva. Had a solid game 1 here in the doubleheader. The left fielder for the Cougars. He's now down or up in the count 1-0. On the mound for the Gorlocks is Johnny Lord. He comes in today with a 4-2 record and a 3.68 ERA in 10 appearances thus far this year. And the righty delivers one, fouled off down the right field line, 1-2. Time there called by the batter. And that's probably got to frustrate Lord. He was ready to deliver that one. There's a drive. Deep to right. We haven't seen many travel that far today, and Silva is on his horse. He looks like he's going 3, and he's going to get there easy. He dives in, didn't need to. As a nice triple to right field. Joe Silva getting things off right for the Cougars. It's one out as Andrew Massey, the DH, comes to the plate. Fouled off back to right. Massey, a 400 hitter coming into today. Fouls one back there to bring the count to 0-2. Foul down the left field line there. Massey in the first game had a couple of singles, 3 singles actually, and scored a run. Actually, I believe only one of those is credited to Massey. 2 of those are credited to Massey. One was for his replacement. There's one hit into the hole to short, and that's going to drive home a run here as the Cougars get on the board early, up 1-0 now in the bottom of the first. Looks like shortstop slipped in the hole there. Couldn't recover in time to make the throw. That's Wolnick, who had a tough first game as well with a couple of errors. That one, I believe, is going to go as a base hit, though. Always good to start things off with the base hit in the first, right, Ryan?
That is correct, especially after a long 15-inning game coming into this. You definitely want to get on the board, get the momentum going. And an interesting little fact here, I'll tell you, Peter, after this pitch about what I found out talking to a player about what the Webster mascot actually is. Very interesting.
I've heard a thing or two about this mascot, actually. We were talking about it in the first game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the player I was out down there said it is a made-up animal with a St. Bernard head, a buffalo body, and the paws of a jaguar.
I believe it's the paws of a cheetah.
Cheetah? Okay, I knew
Yes.
it was one of the larger cats, but...
Yeah. Smaller paws, actually, which I think are a little more logical on that large body that he would have. There's a fly out to right field. Second out of the inning. Can advance Massey, any?
Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 23, Mitch Wilson.
Here in the 5 hole is Mitch Wilson, the second baseman for the Concordia Cougars. Mitch got on base 3 times in the first game.
Also almost ended it in, the 13th or 14th with a long drive to center. If it was probably to left or right, the game would have been over on a walk-off.
There's a little lazy grounder to second, which will eliminate this inning. We head to the top of the second. 1-0 ball game. Cougars take the lead.
2 hits, 1 left on base.
We'll be back with you after this.
Cougars 1, Gorlocks nothing.
My name is Chris Labosco, and I do play-by-play for minor league hockey. It was while I was at the Illinois Media School that I got my first opportunity to do actual play-by-play in my first week of class. Through my time in class, I was able to improve as a broadcaster by learning how to use different equipment, how to set up for a remote broadcast, and how to prepare for each and every game that I would call. I even found an internship doing play-by-play for minor league baseball before graduating. If I never went to the Illinois Media School, I never would have found my passion.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. So many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School: financial aid for those who qualify, real-world hands-on experience, internships, and so much more. Don't just take my word for it. Set up a tour at one of the 2 Chicagoland locations. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Hi, it's Frankie Robinson, the Illinois.
Back here in the top of the second inning. 1-0 ball game here between the Concordia Cougars and Webster Gorlocks. Making their way up here from St. Louis to beautiful Cougar Field in River Forest, Illinois. Leadoff batter fouls that one back. We got Camera at the plate here. 1-1 count. And he drives that one up the middle. Camera continues to hammer the ball today. Rhyme intended. He drives that one straight through to center field. Today we're going to be in the second of a doubleheader. Since the first one went 15 innings, they have decided to play 7 here in game 2. So you won't want to miss a minute. That makes every out a little bit more important.
You know, Peter, I was talking to a parent from Webster on the way back from getting a drink in between the 2 games, and we were talking about that's probably for the best considering how many innings these guys played coming up at the end of the season, conference play or conference tournaments and postseason play on the line. You really don't want to throw out these college kids' arms and, the catching and all the wear and tear. I think it was very smart on its back end of a double-double or a double-dip to just do 7 innings.
Interesting, though, that Jeff Cameron, who just collected the hit there, is still playing catcher in back-to-back games here. So he's putting a lot of tread on those thighs today here. And here's the 2-0 pitch from Schmidt. And ball 3.
Coach loves a guy like that, though. I mean, when you got a guy like that, will go back there and bend back down after 15 innings. That's an asset to the team right there.
Absolutely. Schmidt finds a strike zone there to make it 3-1. This is number 17, Jake Milosh at the plate. Works the count full. Oh, a high toss over to first. Almost didn't commit to it there. And it sails over the first baseman's head as Cameron moves up to second.
John Lester thought that was a bad pickoff.
That's cruel. That's cruel. What ended up happening in that Cubs game? Do we know?
They lost in the 10th 4-3 to the Braves. But definitely when a pitcher's going to go over like that, you either got to commit and throw over or just fake going over. You can't be in
Eat it.
between right there, and we saw why.
And it's moot anyways as he throws ball 4 to Milosh. Draws the walk.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 27, Dylan Rakovic.
Here's Dylan Rakovic, the right fielder for the Webster Gorlocks. He shows bunt, pulls back for ball 1.
You almost have to wonder, Peter, if this wasn't a 7-inning game, would they already be bunting only in the top of the second already?
I think they're trying to drive him home early. Well, he pops up that bunt, so he wishes he could have it back. And a nice play there. That was a nice coming on the ball by Anderson there. Make sure he grabs that pop in time, slides in, collects the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 2, Matt Walnick.
Got the shortstop up here. There he is. Found him in my little book. Ball 1 is the first pitch here. 1-0, 1 out. Runners on first and second. And that one misses outside and low on the delivery there from Adam Schmidt.
Never on the first base side dive.
Here we are on the top of the second. With Webster mounting a little bit of a charge here, down 1-0, 1 out, runners on first and second, and now a 2-0 count to the shortstop Wolnick.
Have to wonder, Peter, if they can start getting some guys in. Last game, both teams had a problem of leaving a lot of men on base. Concordia left 15 on. I'll have to double check about how many Webster left on.
I imagine it was not too much less than that, though. Two-one pitch here from Schmidt. Oh, checks back. Shortstop kind of deked out his pitcher on that one. Wolnick drives one to right. That one's going to fall. It's going to score one. It's going to advance another to third as the ball trickles into the infield. That's an RBI single for Matt Wolnick, the shortstop.
Early on, Webster has been squaring up a lot of these pitches. You almost have to wonder how long Concordia will
allow Schmidt to go.
Yeah, how long will Schmidt be allowed to go in the game due to the doubleheader before and how many guys were used? You almost have to wonder if the coach is going to go out there and just ask him to take one for the team and just really try and power through and at least get through this inning and see where you are.
It's early still. He's got plenty of opportunity to work his way out of this, but yes, they're definitely taxed, I believe, 3 arms in the first game. All throwing 5 innings. 1-1 count here to Bailey Magruder.
And Webster again showing bunt. I'll have to be honest, Peter, I don't know why you would show bunt here. I think after, they've been squaring up a lot of pitches. Unless you're trying to avoid the double play, it'd be the only really obstacle or the reason I would see here to lay down a bunt, especially this early.
It's definitely been a low-scoring day here through 17 innings of play. They might just be trying to manufacture what they can with the ball not carrying, wet grass, long grass. It's been a tough day to put him over home plate. Swinging away on that one as he strikes out there for the second out of the inning. Here's the 9-hitter.
The second baseman, number 1, Mike Golich.
Mike Golich at the plate here. That was a ball outside. And there's a little squib down the left or third base bag. Not in time. Called safe first by their own first base coach and then by second base umpire. That'll put men on first and second now, and also move the Gorlocks ahead 2-1.
Yeah, just a great play there by the third baseman. Played it on the short hop. Almost have to wonder if he should have barehanded it there, but I know a lot of college coaches, and especially when I was in high school, our coach would not allow you to barehand the ball.
There's a sharp grounder hit to short. 6-4 goes the out. And when we come back, we'll have the bottom of the second for you. Webster puts a couple on the board, making it 2-1, Webster University.
Media School was the first to personally guide me through the financial aid process. Not only did the school offer classes in my field, but hands-on experience with all of today's modern broadcasting equipment. Illinois Media School gave me all the tools I needed to find a career in broadcasting. While in class, I worked one-on-one with real professionals in the television and radio industry. Job placement helped me find the perfect internship where I had real, on-the-job training. No other school offers a program as exciting and educational as this. My name is Mandy, and Illinois Media School helped me achieve my career in broadcasting.
I could have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. There's so many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School. You can go if you don't like the college that you go to, you don't like the major, or maybe you just want a fresh start for someplace new. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Hey, it's Frankie, and the Illinois Media School, formerly the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, provides hands-on broadcasting and online media training and fully equipped radio and TV studios and web-based computer labs. The instructional staff consists of broadcast media and professionals like myself with many years of broadcasting and online media experience. I have watched some of my former students get jobs and excel in the industry. Upon graduation, students are well prepared to enter the broadcast media industry. Check out our campus in Chicago and in Lombard and visit beonair.com. That's beonair.com to learn how to get started.
SportsTownChicago.com is your place for NIHL high school club hockey. Every goal, all of the check.
And here we are back in the bottom of the second inning, a 2-1 ball game. Got Johnny Lord on the hill for Webster University. Let up 1 run in the first here, and leading off the second is Connor Brandon, who had the big hit in game 1 with a pinch hit double. Wound up being the winning run. There's a ball outside. A little crack fly ball in between left and center. They're having a little trouble communicating, but left does get underneath it for the first out of the inning. We've got some killer entrance music here for these players on Concordia.
And he's 7th. The catcher, number 10, Kevin
And
Coppin.
here's Kevin Coppin coming to the plate. Catcher in game 2 here for the Cougars. Drives one right up the middle for a base hit.
Batting 8th, the shortstop, number 8, Andrew Cronky.
So now there's a runner on first. We've got 1 out in the inning, and Andrew Cronky steps to the plate for the Cougars. Down 2-1 here as they try not to wait so long, maybe to rally this time from behind against Webster. They've been playing ball basically since noon. It's now 5:15. There's a drive out of bounds there.
You know, Peter, Concordia undefeated at home this season and almost, a huge win in extra innings before. This is senior night. The seniors had a huge weekend last weekend, taking both games of a doubleheader on the road at their rival Dominican right across the street, essentially an inner city college rivalry here. They won 10-8, 15-5. So you got to wonder, though, you got to imagine that with that momentum, taking both games from your rivals, now here on senior night winning the first game, you almost have to wonder if this game, if there's going to be a little bit of a letdown.
Pitcher, there's a throw over to first base there, not in time. The way I see it, they've got their eyes on the prize here. Finish it out undefeated, do what the Warriors couldn't do, what the Spurs couldn't do. Fouls that one back for strike 2. Wind is coming in pretty hard now here from, I believe that's coming in from left.
It looks like it's blown left to right.
Yep. And there's a strikeout looking for Cronky. Can't continue his hot play from the first game here in his first at-bat. And that'll bring up Joey Anderson, the third baseman for the Cougars. Came in as pinch hitter last game. Now taking the third base bag from the start. Cronky fakes going there. Anderson drives a single out to center. That's going to put him on first and second here for 2 outs. And Colin Bethern, who came up to the plate with a lot of men on base last game, and of course had the key hit by pitch to end it in the 15th in game 1.
I will say, Peter, as a school, Concordia has really built a great baseball program. 2009, 2011, 13, 14, and 15 conference champs. They were down 3-0 in the first game. So if there's any team that knows how to just keep battling back, this Cougar team has really shown some relentless. And like we said, built just a real powerhouse here in Division III. And even a few years back, had a kid get drafted in the 46th round by the Baltimore Orioles. Nick Scosta chose to come back for a senior year. Did not get drafted again, but, that's a huge recruiting tool and a great great. Even though he did not get redrafted, that's just a great.
To get drafted once is hard enough certainly from a D3 school. I think they've had 4 players drafted in their history. I read. None from Webster, so they got a leg up on them there as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Lord, and it's a single driven, and the second baseman can't make the play on the ball. That's going to bring Coppin around to score the second run for Concordia and tie this game at 2. It's also going to push Joey Anderson up to second base here. Bethune gets it done after striking out in his first at-bat.
Number 34, Joe Silva.
Collects the RBI. Here's Joe Silva, who first time up, lined a hit out to the gap between right and center. Later would score the first run of the game. Swing and a miss on the first pitch here from Lord.
Yeah, Joe.
You know, Peter, I heard another interesting little nugget coming from the Concordia dugout when Colin got walked. In the first game, it really caught my eye that I heard a bunch of the guys were saying, oh, the Barry Bonds treatment. And what caught my eye is, as someone of you and me's age who grew up watching Barry Bonds, I was very surprised that a group of...
It's a grounder over third real quick, and that's going to end the inning.
We can finish that thought real quick about how
we'll get back to that story when we come back here. As we head to the top of the third, we've got ourselves a 2-2 game as runs are getting put on the board. We'll be back after this.
¿Quieres tener un trabajo en algo que te encante, que sea divertido y conozcas a muchas personas? El Illinois Media School tiene muchas cosas increíbles que ofrecer. No solo hacer segmentos de audio, al aire o usar equipo de cámara. Incluso puedes tener tu propio show de radio o televisión y ser exitoso. Llama ahora. Este programa especial te da el camino rápido a entrenar en la industria y puedes tener tu propio show en solo semanas. Illinois Media School. Llama al 630-916-1700 o visita bnair.com/Lombard y empieza tu carrera en broadcasting.
Time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals said about the Illinois Media School.
Tom Waddle, ESPN 1000.
Don't waste another minute in a career you don't love. You can be the next great announcer, DJ, producer, or TV reporter. You'll learn key skills from industry pros while working with professional equipment on air and behind the scenes. Still need to keep the 9-to-5 job? Their flexible class schedules can work around any schedule. Short on cash? They have very affordable tuition and financial aid for
Here we are back in the top of the third inning, 2-2 ball game. Mike Wick, the leadoff hitter for Webster. He lined out to left his first time up, and he takes a strike one there to even the count at 1-1. Wick was 0 for 5 in the first game of the doubleheader with a couple of walks. He takes strike 2. That one well outside there. Coppin, the new catcher, getting some early work there behind the plate. Counts at 3-1.
Yeah, and it was interesting. Both teams have quarterback-like style wristbands on their hand, and you'll see the coach give numbers or signs, and then they correspond with whatever is on that quarterback-style play sheet.
Sorry, earlier I said 3 and 1. It was 1 and 2. There was 2 and 2. Now we have a full count. There's a grounded in the hole that cannot be had in time. Safe at first, infield single for Brandon Smith.
Just to finish my story real quick, Peter, as I was saying, I heard them talking as the intentional walk was given the Barry Bonds treatment. Barry Bonds hasn't played since 2007. I just thought it was interesting to show the impact of the game of baseball he has, that there's kids this age that were probably in middle school the last time Barry Bonds plays.
Still call it that treatment.
Yep.
There's a high fly. Right fielder able to get under it though. That's Connor Brandon out there in right field with the put out.
First baseman number 44, Jeff Hammer.
One away in the inning now with Brandon Smith hanging out over there at first. And Jeff Kammer, who's had a great day both behind the plate and with the bat. The big bopper in this lineup has 6 home runs on the year. Count now 1-0. Schmidt delivers, and it comes right back at him. He's able to knock it down after he gets his glove in front of it and pitches it over to first. He falls to the ground a little bit, but looks like he's going to be no worse for the wear as he records a second out at first.
Checking out the replay, that was just, looks like it got him right up on the thigh off the bounce.
Coach Stosky out to talk to him, make sure everything's okay here.
Really hope he's okay, and you really hope he can keep going. As we said, the doubleheader earlier, you really don't want to have to tax and get more arms up in the bullpen, but obviously the player's safety and well-being is obviously first and foremost on everybody's mind. Schmidt on the season is 4-1 with a 4.80 ERA and 45 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 14 walks, and opponents are batting .302 off of him.
He's going to take a couple of warm-up pitches just to make sure everything's still intact. Looks like the trainer came out there too to just check on him very quickly. And he gives a nod, saying everything's okay.
Awesome. That is the most important thing. Obviously, you never want to see any of these collegiate kids suffer an injury. So very happy to see Adam Schmidt being able to continue this game.
Third baseman number 17, Jake Milos.
And you know he's earning a lot of respect from his teammates to just gut it out and just keep going.
Two outs now in the inning as Jake Milosh takes the plate and swings through that first offering from Schmidt for strike one.
He's got to be up here with the intention of take pitches, almost make him really see how much that affected him. At least if I was a batter, that'd be my approach. Kind of make him throw a few pitches, kind of see just how well he is feeling after that, kind of as the batter, kind of make him show you what he's got and kind of show you that he's still on top of his game.
1-1 count here, and he delivers it right down the heart of the plate, so it doesn't look like too much is wrong with the delivery here as he gets ahead in the count 1-2. 2-2 ball game here. See, ump calls time. Not sure what he saw there, but Schmidt now steps off the mound. He's going to get his self in order.
Looks like him and the catcher cannot get on the same page.
No.
Nope.
He's going to call him out. That's catcher Kevin Coppin. I believe Brady Roberts caught the first game for the Cougars. Coppin in here for game 2. Just trying to get on the same page here for the 1-2 count. And that one looks good. Right over the inside part of the plate for a strikeout looking. That's Schmidt's third K of the game, and as we head to the top of the, or head to the bottom of the third inning, we got a 2-2 ball game.
Time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals said about the Illinois Media School.
Tom Waddle, ESPN 1000.
Don't waste another minute in a career you don't love. You can be the next great announcer, DJ, producer, or TV reporter. You'll learn key skills from industry pros while working with professional equipment on air and behind the scenes. Still need to keep the 9-to-5 job? Their flexible class schedules can work around any schedule. Short on cash? They have very affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. You'll have access to amazing internships and job placement assistance when you graduate at top radio and TV stations like ESPN. Learn more at beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
When your business is getting off the ground or beginning to flourish, go to the JZ Law Offices. John Zappala guarantees aggressive, effective representation with a true desire to help you. From the formation of limited liability entities to employment agreements and general contracts, John Zappala is here to gear your company for success. JZ Law Office's virtual office services allows you to work with them from the convenience of your desk. If aggressive, effective representation sounds good to you,
Back here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Peter Jennings and Ryan Blazing here with you, bringing you Concordia Baseball as the Cougars take on the Webster University Gorlocks. Pitcher Lord here delivers 2 strikes. Johnny Lord, that is. I love that name. And he 1-2-3. Down goes Connor Brandon, the hero from game 1.
First baseman number 12, Brent
That'll make 1 out in the inning here. That'll bring catcher Kevin Coppin to the plate. Yes. No.
Brent Spohr.
Ah, it's Brent Spohr. Here we go. That's more like it. I was an inning off. It was Andrew Massey was your last hitter, and Brent Spohr grounds this one out.
Solid contact there again, but right at the second baseman. That's baseball for you. That's why they say a 333 hitter's and Hall of Famer.
Mitch Wilson, the second baseman, now steps to the plate for the Cougars. And the lefty swings and fouls it off for strike 1 here. 2-2 ball game here. Bottom of the third inning. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Game 1 went long. So this one is only going to go 7. We actually are halfway through. Almost halfway through. My math was a little off there. There's a ball, though, making a 1-1, and another one high and outside to Mitch Wilson. That one caught a bit more of the plate, though, to even things up.
All right, here we go, kid.
That one almost got him there. Looks like it just barely missed him.
Go, man.
Brush back brings the count full. A couple outs here. And he fights that one off. As Lord continues to work him inside.
Go, man.
Opponents are only batting .246 this year against Johnny Lord compared to the .302 we talked about with Adam Schmidt.
That one's high, but going to get out of play. Down the left field line there. Lord trying to work a clean inning here for the first time in the game. He's let up one run in each of the first two.
Surprisingly with Ward, for such a low batting average against, he is not a strikeout pitcher. Only 29 strikeouts and 36 and 2/3 innings coming into today.
He puts that one outside and a beautiful diving grab. However, wasn't able to get the throw over in time there, but regardless, a nice play there by Bailey Magruder, the shortstop for the Gorlocks.
Right fielder, number 32, Connor Brandon.
Here's Connor Brandon. Mistakenly said he was the leadoff batter. Here he is in actuality. And he swings and misses. Connor flied out to left his first time up, leading off the second inning. Check over to first, not in time. So Wilson's able to dive back. Just fun to kind of get that jersey a little dirty, though. And he's off. Catcher kind of with a late delivery, but he throws it on a rope, and the ump calls him out. That was a tight one there.
Hopefully when we get back, we can see a replay and see, I think maybe if the second baseman, I think where the throw was for him to be off the bag a little bit allowed him to apply that tag, but hopefully when we get back, we can see a replay and see again just exactly what happened there. But we will be right back here, Illinois Media School, Ryan Blazing and Peter Jennings.
It's Chris Labosco, and I do play-by-play for minor league hockey. It was while I was at the Illinois Media School that I got my first opportunity to do actual play-by-play in my first week of class. Through my time in class, I was able to improve as a broadcaster by learning how to use different equipment, how to set up for a remote broadcast, and how to prepare for each and every game that I would call. I even found an internship doing play-by-play for minor league baseball before graduating. If I never went to the Illinois Media School, I never would have found my passion.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. So many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School: financial aid for those who qualify, real-world hands-on experience, internships, and so much more. Don't just take my word for it. Set up a tour at one of the 2 Chicagoland locations. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
And welcome back here to a great day of Sunday baseball. We've got the Concordia University Cougars squaring off against the Webster University Gorlocks. We head here into the top of the 4th inning, where last inning ended with a close play there at second base. As you see, seems like he does. Oh man, that one's too close to call. I'm really just going to have to trust the umpire. You know, when the umpire is that close, he can actually hear the sound of ball, glove, man, which makes it a little bit easier for him to make those tight calls.
And looking at the replay, we did see the position. If the second baseman was actually on the bag, the slide would have been in first. But since he was off the bag, off to the side, and received the throw, you know, in the perfect position to just slide the tag right down. Like you said, though, Peter, again, I mean, if he was safe, it was by a millimeter. Like you said, got to give the benefit of the doubt to the umpire who was right there. And again, though, great positioning by the second baseman to not be on the bag, but be off to the side to receive the throw and just put the tag right down. Made the difference between out and safe.
I think if they had replay in D3, they'd just go with the call on the field on that one. That one was too tight to see as Schmidt delivers strike 1 here to Dylan Rakovich, I believe. Oh, it looks like we do have a new pitcher here. Mike Fermella. Yes. Comes in for Schmidt, who goes 3 innings.
Now pitching for Concordia, number 22, Mike Formella.
He comes in, works the count to even. Dylan Rakovich at the plate here, fouls one back there, keeping the count at 2-2. Fouls another one back as Formella comes into the game and isn't having an easy out here as Rakovich makes him work.
On the year, Formella, a 3.70 ERA, 5-1, 10 appearances, 5 games started, in 41 and a third innings pitched, and 47 hits, 28 strikeouts, 23 walks.
Another foul ball there from Rakovich here as he's about to see his 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he drives it out to center, but it looks like Betham's going to be able to move under that one pretty easily for the first out of the inning. 2-2 game here in the top of the 4th. Cougars taking game 1, 4-3 in 15 innings. Up to the plate here is Matt Wolnick. Takes strike 1.
Number 2, Matt Wolnick.
There's the ball just outside to bring the count to 2-1 to Matt Wolnick. Good eye there from Wolnick as he draws a walk. He'll move down to first base. Put 1 on, 1 out. And here comes Bailey Magruder up to plate.
The catcher, number 16, Bailey Magruder.
There's a ball a little bit outside there. First pitch, first offering from Formella. Another one outside. Tell you what, though, between these two games, whenever one team seems to get something going, the other one seems to come right back at them. This goes all the way back to February where they were playing extra inning games. These two teams definitely pretty evenly matched, but Webster still trying to grab their first win from Concordia in 3 tries this season. Also took a couple losses last year. 3-1 now the count. There's a base hit out to left field there, and that's going to move the runner up here. We got first and second, a little damage to be done potentially, as Mike Golich is going to step to the plate, the number 9 hitter. Second baseman. We'll see if he maybe tries to.
Second baseman number 1, Mike Golich.
See if he does what both teams have been trying. A lot of them just playing small ball here and move him over. First pitch is a ball there.
I'd be a little shocked to see a bunt here, just the way the inning has started off. You have a chance to really just step on their throat. You have a chance to just really step on their throat. And
there he goes. He drives when you were right. He does not bunt. Instead, he swings away and drives between third and short. Throw is cut off from left, and that's going to score the third run of the game for the Gorlocks, putting them up 3-2. RBI single for Golich.
Center fielder, 0-0, Mike Wick.
Here's Mike Wick at the plate for the third time today.
Webster a chance to really just maybe put this inning away. Like you said, only a 7-inning game already in the top of the 4th. 1 or 2 more runs here might put this game a little bit out of reach. You never know with the fatigue factor going in. But again, like we mentioned, this is senior day. Concordia has not lost at home yet this year. And you know those seniors don't want to have their very last game after an undefeated season end in the second half of a doubleheader.
2-0 count here to Mike Wick. They check back to second. Nothing doing.
Just missed him. It was a great pickoff play. Shortstop just moved in last second.
Hey, Mike, go ahead and zoom in a little bit more.
It's a grounder over to second. Moves everybody up a base, but does get the second out of the inning for the Cougars, and he'll try to end this one with minimal damage. As Brandon Smith comes up to the plate, the left fielder for the Gorlocks.
Left fielder number 13, Brandon Smith.
Smith had a tough opener in the doubleheader, going 0 for 6 with a walk. Which does have a single today, though. Struck out in his first at-bat. His count goes to 1-0 here against Brandon. With runners on second and third, you figure a base hit's gonna score them both. The outfield is shaded in a bit. There's a nice pitch from Formella on the outside corner there to bring it to 2-1. Ball in the dirt, but runners do not advance. Nice block there by Coppin.
I must say, with Formella going out of the windup, I am surprised that the guy at third is not getting a bigger lead, considering there's nothing he can do. I would be getting a walking lead and almost halfway down by the time the pitch is thrown. No reason to stay that close to the base when the pitcher's thrown out of the windup.
Of course, with 2 outs, the lead may not have too much of an effect here, correct?
That is true. I guess, you know, especially now with the full count, I'll be interested. Still kind of surprised he's close with a full count.
Well, that's going to load the bases here. Might extend his lead a little bit here. Try to avoid any force at home.
If I was Coppin here, I might want to go out and just settle my pitcher down.
14, Kyle Ulrich.
Only a 1-run game. I think Price Coppin hasn't gone out, just kind of settle him down, let him know just one good pitch gets you out of this inning.
Want to know here, 2 outs. Ball gets away, and that's going to score a run. Everybody moves up 1. Coppin can't quite handle the low and outside stuff from Formella. That puts another run on the board here for a pass ball. They're going to charge that one to Coppin.
I'm really surprised now Coppin has not gone out. 2 straight balls, now a pass ball, another run in. You'd like to see your catcher go out there and just settle your pitcher down right here. I mean, he's not even coming close to hitting his spots right now with this. Right now, he is all over.
It's 3-0 count now. He tries not to get the bases loaded again. He gets the outside call there from the umpire. See if Formella can keep the damage to a minimum. Swing and a miss from Urich.
Urich was really helping him out there, just swung at ball 4.
These umps have been calling the corners pretty loosely.
That is true.
But I agree with you there. That one looked a bit outside.
On a 3-1 pitch, I was surprised you'd swing at that.
He gets him again with the outside stuff.
Urich really helped him out on that at bat.
He's able to work himself out of the inning, only giving up a couple. However, Webster does take the lead 4-2, and when we come back, it'll be the Cougars at bat in the bottom half of the 4th.
¿Quieres tener un trabajo en algo que te encante, es divertido y que conozcas muchas personas? Illinois Media School tiene muchas cosas increíbles que ofrecer. No solo hacer segmentos de audio al aire y usar equipos de cámara, e incluso puedes tener tu propio show de radio o televisión y ser exitoso. ¡Llama ahora! Este programa especial te da el camino rápido al entrenar en la industria y puedes tener tu propio show en solo semanas. Illinois Media School. Llame al 630-916-1700 o visite beonair.com/Lombard.
My name is Chris Labosco, and I do play-by-play for minor league hockey. It was while I was at the Illinois Media School that I got my first opportunity to do actual play-by-play in my first week of class. Through my time in class, I was able to improve as a broadcaster by learning how to use different equipment, how to set up for a remote broadcast, and how to prepare for each and every game that I would call. I even found an internship doing play-by-play for minor league baseball before graduating. If I never went to the Illinois Media School, I never would have found my passion.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. So many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School: financial aid for those who qualify, real-world hands-on experience, internships, and so much more. Don't just take my word for it. Set up a tour at one of the 2 Chicagoland locations. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com.
Back here in the bottom of the 4th, Connor Brandon leading things off for the Cougars. He swings, fouls it off. 4-2 ball game. Webster's take the lead here in the top of the fourth. As Johnny Lord stays on the hill for the Gorlocks. Three Ks on the day for Lord as he works the count to 1 and 2. Swing and a miss by Connor, but he's going to try to hustle down to first, but not even really that close as they make the throw down. 4th K for Lord on the day.
The catcher, number 10, Kevin Coppin.
Brings up Kevin Coppin. Takes ball 1 there. Coppin had a pass ball. Score a run earlier in the top of the fourth. See if he can make up for it. Of course, we're going 7 innings today. After having a long one going game 1 of 15 innings. It's stretching us into darkness here, and of course there's no lights at Cougar Field, so we've got to try to end this one before Mother Nature makes it impossible to play. Coming up at 6 o'clock here. Here's a 2-1 count to Coppin. Swings hard and misses there. That one's foul back left. Going to stay out of play, despite the nice hustle from the left fielder. Two and two now for Coppin. Tries to take advantage here of the lefty-righty matchup. Works the count full. Foul back again. Shortstop Andrew Kroenke sits on deck.
Kroenke is one of the seniors on the Concordia baseball team being honored today from St. Charles, Illinois. When he comes up, we'll give a little,
Here's a tip of cap to the senior right now as he steps up to the plate as Coppin is able to work a walk.
He is a communications major from St. Charles, just right outside River Forest, about 45 minutes away. I had a really good friend when I went here from St. Charles. Very nice little town. He is a communications major, and he is a career 400 hitter.
The first pitch is a strike over the outside corner to Kroenke. Represents a tying run right now. So he works here in the bottom of the fourth. Again, in this shortened game, that'll go a max 7 innings. Check over at first, but the catcher is going nowhere.
You know, for Concordia, and you know, for both teams, you'd like to see him play all 7, but especially for Concordia because Kroenke's in the game, as well as Colin Bethrin, who's a center fielder. He's a senior, and then the other 4 seniors are all pitchers. So you'd really like to see this game, and hopefully the coach can just get each one of those guys in, even for a batter, just to be recognized and get in their last game.
Absolutely, of course, Eric Palmer pitched game 1, the senior. Pitched 5 strong innings of no-run ball for the Cougars.
You are right, Peter. My mistake. I had him written down, so he probably will not get in. So that leaves us 3 seniors left pitchers. Thank you for that, Peter. I was working the camera game 1, so thank you for helping me out there.
Quite all right. know my classes of school. I did my senior year twice, so I know it well. 0-2 pitch here. As he grounds one into the hole, it's short. They get the one at second, and in time to turn the inning-ending double play for the Gorlocks. That's going to keep them ahead 4-2. As we head to the top of the fifth, we'll be right back after these messages.
No runs, no hits, and nobody
getting
left
off
on
the
base
ground or
after
beginning to
full.
flourish, go to the JZ Law offices. John Zappala guarantees aggressive, effective representation with a true desire to help you. From the formation of limited liability entities to employment agreements and general contracts, John Zappala is here to gear your company for success. JZ Law Office's virtual office services allows you to work with them from the convenience of your desk. If aggressive, effective representation sounds good to you, then call the JZ Law Offices at 312-854-8065 or visit their website at jzlawoffices.com.
As a student athlete of the IHSA,
I pledge to respect my teammates. I pledge to respect my coaches.
I pledge to respect the officials.
I pledge to respect the opponents.
I pledge to respect the fans.
I pledge to respect the game.
We pledge to do what's right.
My name is Chris Labosco, and I do play-by-play for minor league hockey. It was while I was at the Illinois Media School that I got my first opportunity to do actual play-by-play in my first week of class. Through my time in class, I was able to improve as a broadcaster by learning how to use different equipment, how to set up for a remote broadcast, and how to prepare for each and every game that I would call. I even found an internship doing play-by-play for minor league baseball before graduating. If I never went to the Illinois Media School, I never would have found my passion.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
And we are back here, top of the fifth. The kids are all right as they play their second of a doubleheader between the Concordia Cougars and Webster Gorlocks. Mike Formella on the mound here for the Cougars, the second pitcher in the game for them, and he's worked the count now to 0-2 against catcher Jeff Kammer, who has scored a run and a single earlier today as well, 1 for 2. Kammer again, the big slugger in this Webster lineup. 6 home runs on the year, most of anybody on the field today. And he drives one in between short and third there for a base hit. Now to put the leadoff man on. Jake Milosh is going to step to the plate.
Third baseman, number 17, Jake Milosh.
Third baseman has scored a run in this second after a walk, and struck out looking to end the third. Here we are in the top of the fifth, 4-2 Webster lead. Formella steps off here as he communicating with the shortstop. I think actually the second baseman may have just had the second base umpire in his way. Runner's going there, but the foul contact will send him back to first and put the count at 0-1.
Little hit and run action on there, trying to get a little something going, add to the insurance of this lead. Obviously, Concordia full of boppers, and you don't get to be undefeated at home without having a lot of guys in your lineup that can hit.
Oh!
That was a perfect throw there, but just it looked like, if we can get a replay here in 1 second, it looked like he missed the tag. Here we go. We are seeing here he's off. Perfect throw. Must have missed the tag. That's
he got under that. He got under that one. That throw was a little bit high. It looks like.
Yeah, and it looks like the batter missed a sign. It looked like it was another hit and run on. A little better throw, and he's out by a good few feet. So you got to think the batter missed a sign there.
Cameron must have had a slip and slide as a kid because he stayed real low to the ground there to get under that tag. I know that's how I used to practice. And there's strike 3, though, as Formilla starts to work his way out of the jam here. First out of the inning.
We are blocked, but Concordia does have action in their bullpen. I can't see a guy spotting, but obviously the bullpen or the dugout, is blocking our view to see who is warming up. But I do see a guy down there spotting and watching as there are relievers warming for Concordia.
Here's Dylan Rakovich, the right fielder. 0 for 2 on the day. And now needs to talk to Coach Kurich after that. I'm not sure if we can see if anything happened on that swing there, what they might be talking about.
Let's break again.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be, he might be taking a seat here. I don't know if did he pull something there on that swing through?
We got it up right here. We'll see.
Let's watch the swing.
Looked like something. I still can't see, but it looked like he grabbed his side.
He looks like he's shaking out his legs to me. I'm not sure. There's no exaggerated reaction there to.
Yeah, I can't tell in that swing, and I'm not going to speculate. I'm not a doctor. I'm just going to say I hope that everything is all right, and it's just maybe a little tweak. It is a little colder out here, so the muscles just might have tightened up a little bit on him.
For Rakovich, number 20, Blake Thomas.
I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, and I know that when I see that swing, it means I'm coming out of the game. So here's a pinch hitter. Not sure if you caught his name there. Who do we have?
20, Thomas, I think.
Number 30. Ooh.
There's a crack right back to the. Oh no! But Formella chooses wrong there. Tries to get him at second rather than taking the out at first, as he stabs that hot shot there, but then stumbles a bit, so he's not able to make a clean throw back to second.
Peter, I don't want to criticize. I mean, these are college kids, but he made the wrong decision. One out there, you get the force out at first. You worry about that guy at third. Even if he takes third, you have 2 outs. That, again, I don't want to, these are college kids, and he's pitched well, helped his team stay in the game, but just a mental error right there, not taking the easy out at first and having 2 outs. Now instead you got runners at first and second with only 1 out. Now you need a ground ball.
How are we scoring that one?
Hearts 38 running. I'd probably say infield hit.
Yeah, we scored that one a hit. It's a nice stab in the first place. Kind of stop it from getting out to the outfield there.
David Williams has come in to pinch run.
Shortstop number 2, Matt.
Williams in for Rakovich, or actually the substitution for Rakovich. As they're trying to catch up. Third baseman takes off here, delayed, and gets in there safely. It looks like it caught everybody kind of off guard there.
38, yes.
Kammer is going to get credit for a stolen base on that one.
Now Concordia definitely needs a ground ball here right at the shortstop. They're at double play depth.
Yep, in this 4-2 ball game, 2 would sure be sweet for the Cougars here in this 1-0 count to Wolnick. Ooh, getting that outside corner.
If you can locate him on the outside corner, the umps probably in these games are going to give you the call.
ball outside to bring it to 2-1.
Almost
One
like
out in the inning.
Almost like to see him something hard and inside, try and jam him up to get a ground ball. Almost have to wonder if he is setting him up to throw him inside, but the catcher's setting back up outside.
As long as that umpire is giving him the corner, they might keep trying to attack there. The count now moves to 3-1. Mike Formella trying to work his way out of a first and third jam here with one out. And he works the count full to Wolnick, shortstop for the Gorlocks. I just love saying that name, Gorlocks. I could say Webster much easier. But I choose to go with the mythical creature with the paws of a cheetah and head of a St. Bernard. Runner at first is off. That sent the shortstop to cover second, and he was not able to get back to his original position in time. And everybody's going to be safe. Kammer scores to make it 5-2.
If I'm the coach here, I'm just calling the meeting to the mound. It just seems two mental errors on a full count. I don't know why you're covering the bag. The second baseman should have been coming over because that was a perfect double play ball. It just seems like Concordia just needs to settle down and just regroup. I mean, they've been playing well. Just two little mental errors have cost them from getting out of this inning.
That one's popped back, and looks like it might be staying in play here as Bailey Magruder takes the 1-0 offering and pops it up, and that's going to be the second out of the inning here.
Huge out for Concordia there. Huge out. Nobody advances. 2 outs. One more out gets you out of this. Only down 3 innings left.
And here's everybody's favorite radio personality, Mike Golich, stepping up to the plate here, the lefty second baseman for Webster. Hits someone over to third, decides to throw to second base for the out. The 5-4 putout's going to end this one, but Webster's able to grab one more, and they push their lead out to 5-2.
After 4.5, 5-2.
When we come back, Concordia will be up to try to bring themselves a little bit closer.
The Illinois Media School, formerly the Illinois Center of Broadcasting, provides hands-on broadcasting and online media training in fully equipped radio and TV studios and web-based computer labs. The instructional staff consists of broadcast media and professionals like myself with many years of broadcast and online media experience. I've watched some of my former students get jobs and excel in the industry. Upon graduation, students are well prepared to enter the broadcast media industry. Check out our campus in Chicago and Lombard and visit beonair.com. That's beonair.com to learn how to get started.
When you need a break from your busy schedule, kick back and listen to the fun sports and entertainment interviews from SportsTownChicago.com. The big interview is where you hear SportsTownChicago.com personalities pick the brains of the biggest names in sports, music, movies, and TV. To catch up on all the fun, go to the audio SportsTownChicago.com and click on the audio tab. SportsTownChicago.com. We are in a league of our own. Yeah!
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film.
Third baseman number 5, Joey Anderson.
We're back here. A little quick in between innings break there, and you missed a foul back. Score 5-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. The Webster Gorlocks lead. Coming up here to beautiful Cougar Field in River Forest, Illinois. Take on Concordia from Chicago. Webster making the trip up from St. Louis, and Johnny Lord right there gets his 5th K of the game as he sat down Joey Anderson swinging on 3 pitches. Here comes leadoff man Colin Bethrin. 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout.
Colin is another Concordia senior from Schaumburg, Illinois, business management. And this is a guy that has really, from his first year at varsity, hit 105 to this year at 324. He actually went from 105 to 336 to 324 and is 23 of 28 in stolen bases for his career.
Let's see if we can get him on base and get him running. There's a ball outside, though, to bring in a 1-1. Peter Jennings and Ryan Blazin here with you for some Sunday baseball. Game 2 of a doubleheader, which saw the Cougars win the first one in 15, 4-3. We're now here in a 7-inning contest, shortened because of weather, as in darkness. And there's a shot by Bethrin out to right, a little high and just foul. Both the first baseman and right fielder converging, couldn't quite get there.
If that was foul by inches. If that stayed fair, that was trouble. He's got a triple if that lands.
With his speed, I would say so.
And just with the awkward angle that the second baseman and right fielder were getting, neither of them was going to come up in time to make a play. But again, baseball, a game of inches. It landed just on the wrong side of the foul line.
2-2 now the count after that ball from Johnny Lord.
Great eye there by Colin to lay off that outside corner, as we were saying, Peter, earlier. The seems to be given that outside corner, but very smart of Colin to lay off one that was just a little bit more outside. You have noticed these guys are swinging a little bit more of these outside corners. Those umps have kind of made them, telling them that you got to expand your zone a little bit.
But that one, after working him outside, pushes him right back in. Some smart pitching here from Lord, as he seems to only be getting better as the game progresses.
Has not allowed a run since the second inning, has really settled down. But as we had mentioned earlier, a 246 opponent batting average on the season for Mr. Johnny Lord. So he has shown that he is a tough cookie to crack out there on the mound.
Here's Joe Silva with a grounder to second. Oh, he calls safe, but the ump disagrees, calls him out by no more than an inch there. That one is about as close as they get. Let's check it out here before we head into the break. Oh, that looks like a tie goes to the runner to me, but as is, we can only go by what the umpires say.
If there's instant replay in D3, that's overturned.
You think so?
I think so. It looked like on the replay the ball was not quite in the mitt when his front foot hit the back of the bag there.
Regardless, 5-2 game as we head to the top of the 6th.
Radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals said about the Illinois Media School.
Jonathan Hood, ESPN 1000.
People often ask me, Hoodie, how can I be a sports radio guy like you? I tell them it takes drive and determination, and you need to learn how it all works. You can learn to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. You'll have a chance to get internships at stations where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your new career in 1 year. It's a great school to get the hands-on training you need for a broadcasting career, doing what you love. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. So don't waste another minute. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Attention, family, friends, players, coaches, and fans. Are you a high school or college athlete that had...
They call me King Ho Copy.
And we're back here, top of the 6th inning, where Mike Wickby is going to lead off against new pitcher Robert Locke. for the Concordia Cougars, who delivers
Center
ball
fielder,
one.
0, Mike Wick.
Robert Locke has not let up an earned run on the season yet in 10 appearances, 13 innings pitched. So he's going to try to keep this game close here for Concordia, who currently trails 5-2.
If he can't keep it scoreless, that'd be a great way to go out at home as a senior. Robert, right here from Chicago, Illinois, went to St. Ignatius High School and is a sports management major.
That's one. Looks like it must have been a little bit high there. Wick runs the count to 3-1. Wick's 0 for 2 on the day.
Speaking of 2, that leaves just 2 seniors now for the Concordia Cougars who have yet to make an appearance today.
Excuse me, he's actually 0 for 3. So speaking of 2, doesn't really play, but we'll go with it. Full count here, no outs. 5-2 ball game. And Locke walks the leadoff man. It's going to occupy first as Brandon Smith comes to the plate. Already with the base hit on the day and a walk. Also struck out swinging in the first.
Left fielder number
Wick
13,
wearing double
Brandon
0
Smith.
as the Warlock or the Gorlock already had 0 locked up as a mascot.
That's always tough when the mascot beats you to your number. He lays a bunt down the third base side. Can't beat it out. Nice play there by Locke to come off the mound and make the play. But the runner does advance to second as Webster continues to play small ball here, knowing that every run may count, as this Concordia Cougars team has shown a lot of fight battling back earlier today in the 15-inning contest.
Down 3 runs late in the inning, 2 runs and then 1,
Designated
and
hitter,
just slowly
number
bounce.
14, Kyle Urich.
What you really like about Concordia is even in the first game and this game, they don't ever try and just get it all back at once. They understand it's just 1 run at a time, and they just continue to grind and grind and grind on you.
Looks like they had the hit and run on there as Wick is taken off for third. None too pleased there. I think he might have thought. I think he thinks he had third taken. Had Urich not swung. But he fouls it off, and the count goes to 0-1.
Wick with another nice lead at second again.
Game 1, they were holding the runners a lot more at second there. Today they seem to be at second baseman's coming in, keeping him honest. Count runs to 1-1.
Wick's not careful though, jumping half. He was almost halfway. He was almost where the shortstop was on his secondary lead. If Concordia sees that and the catcher comes up throwing, they might have a play there at second.
He's off again. This time, no swing, and the throw down is not going to beat Wick to the bag. That's a clean stolen base right there. Coppin not able to get it out in time. But Wick also just had a masterful jump there. I don't think there was much chance for anybody to throw him out there.
Almost needed an exactly perfect throw right down on the line for the third baseman, just to grab it and place the tag, but tremendous base running there by Wick.
Here's Urich now. 2-1 is the count. And he drives the fly ball to probably, right fielder now coming in on it, but still going to be deep enough to score the speedy Wick. Yes, it will. He doesn't even need to slide, and he gets in there for the 6th run for the Gorlocks. That's also going to be Rob Locke's first run he's let up of the year, but he does record the 2nd out. Urich does pick up an RBI on that sac fly to right, though.
First baseman, number 44, Jeff Kammer.
Here's Jeff Kammer, scored 2 runs on the day. It's caused some issues on the base pass here. He's as well. Stole third earlier today. On one pitch here with a couple of outs. The Cougars just try to get out of this one. But Kammer hooks that lazy curve into foul territory. And the left fielder not able to get over there, Connor Brandon in time. Count goes to 0-2. Ball outside. Still a good crowd here in the stands, despite the cold weather. There's just some hardcore Cougar fans out here. I ain't going home no matter how long these games go. 1-2 now from Locke. Comes right back at him off his foot, and I could hear that one from the booth. And he's limping around now.
Hopefully it sounded like it hit off the heel of the cleat. Hopefully it didn't hit him right on the side of the foot. But as you said, Peter, you heard that immediately up here as soon as it did. But he is down right now. The trainer is out.
There it is, a hot shot. Does that kick off the bottom of his shoe? Or the side? It's tough to see there, but that might have been right under that ankle bone there. He's sitting down on the ground now with the trainer looking at him.
He says he's going to stay in.
Locke's going to try to walk this one off a little bit here. I'm sure they're going to give him a couple of warm-ups, see how he's feeling.
You know, as we said, Peter, it is quite chilly here right now. We are looking at 46 degrees. So, you know, a lot of those comebackers are going to sting a little bit more in the cold.
He's hampering a bit there when he's... Yeah, he comes up a little bit gimpy on that ankle when on his landing foot, it looks like. But the Cougars don't really have anybody warm in the bullpen. Looks like they got somebody up now, but for now, Locke's going to try to tough this one out.
Yeah,
only needs to get one more to get out of this inning.
Unfortunately, the dugout is in our way, and we are unable.
He's got a warm-up shirt on anyways. We wouldn't be able to see his number unless you know the faces. Regardless, now we got a 1-0 count here as Jake Milosh steps to the plate, the third baseman for the Webster Gorlocks, up 6-2. With Jeff Kammer, got his third hit of this ball game now. 3 for 4 after a strong game 1 of this doubleheader as well. And that ball right there runs the count to 2-0. That one came in right down the middle there to make Locke feel a little bit better here. Putting the count at 2-1 to Milosh. Wanted to go there, but didn't. Regardless, still a strike to even the count at 2-2. Milosh has struck out twice already in this game. Also walked and scored a run in his first at-bat. Back in the second inning. .6-2 ball game here as the Gorlocks have scored in every inning except for the first and third. And here in the top of the 6th, the runner on first are looking to do a little bit more damage. Coach Courage is out now to talk to the ump.
He's not. He's upset about something. I don't know what. After that swing, he's been talking to the umpire.
I don't think he liked that call. It certainly wasn't a swing. He checked that swing, so that was an actual called strike, and I don't think he liked it. It's a bit high and inside, maybe. 2-2 now the count. Block checks over to the runner camera at first. Camera with a stolen base already in this game. Oh! Ump calls strike 3 on what seemed like it hit the batter. Let's check this one again here. We're going to see this replay. Talk us through this, Ryan.
He's up on the plate, but it looks like it looked like him hit him. It looked like it hit him. I'm guessing the umpire, although if you can see the
plate, he was standing pretty inside there. He's right on top of that plate.
And the catcher did catch it on the inside corner. I'm guessing that the ump had to have said that he was over the top of the plate. It's the only thing I can think of.
That makes it a 6-2 game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Webster's still up 6-2.
Time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals said about the Illinois Media School.
Jonathan Hood, ESPN 1000.
People often ask me, Hoodie, how can I be a sports radio guy like you? I tell them it takes drive and determination, and you need to learn how it all works. You can learn to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, and shoot and edit video. You'll have a chance to get internships at stations where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. With job placement assistance, you can start your new career in 1 year. It's a great school to get the hands-on training you need for a broadcasting career, doing what you love. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. So don't waste another minute. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Attention, family, friends, players,
Native hitter number 2, Andrew Massey.
Bottom of the 6th here. That one's fouled back. Andrew Massey at the plate. The DH is 1 for 2 in this game right now. Singled in the first, struck out his last at-bat in the third. There's another foul ball to make the count 0-2 as Johnny Lord works his 6th inning here. Let up a couple of early runs, but since has been quiet with 3 shutout innings in a row.
He's been on his game. No reason at all to pull him. Might as well just see if he can just go all 7 innings and save your bullpen after a huge.
That one stays inside the line, and a nice play there by third baseman Jake Milosh. Makes the long throw going to his right.
That was Scott Rowland S. there at the third base, backhanding and just making a throw across the diamond.
First baseman number 12, Brent.
Nice stretch there by the first baseman as well.
And to even get him by 2 or 3 steps, I know I'm dating myself using a Scott Rowland reference.
Not too old. You didn't say Mike Schmidt.
I guess kids today would say Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre, maybe Nolan Arenado. Up at the plate right now, Brent Spohr. Takes ball 2. That one came high and inside on him. Spohr is 0 for 2 in the game. Flied out to right field in his first at-bat. Grounded to second last time. Let's see if he can pull one this time around. As the count gets to 3-0 pretty quick here, as Concordia is going to try to claw their way back from the 6-2 deficit. Taken all the way right there.
They have 5 outs left if they want to do something.
There's a swing and a miss as Lord has worked the count back from 3-0 all the way to full now. But Spohr drives one just out of the leaping hands over at second. That'll be a base hit for the first baseman. Puts one on for Mitch Wilson, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 23, Mitch Wilson.
Wilson 1 for 2 today. Was also caught stealing second base a couple innings ago. And it's a strike one as darkness is starting to fall here on the field.
That is a good point, Peter. With no lights, you'd almost have to wonder, would this be the final inning?
I can assure you it looks a little bit darker out on the field than it does through your camera here. We've got a nice brightener on these cameras to make everything look lovely. Swing and a miss there by Mitch Wilson. Again, Webster trying to take their first game off of the Cougars here in the past 2 years. Both of these teams, a couple of the top clubs in D3 baseball. Webster coming in leading their division. Cougars number 14 in the country, and there's a base hit slap by Mitch Wilson. It's going to put runners on first and second with one out.
And Concordia's got something going here in the bottom of the sixth with one out.
Right fielder, number 32, Connor Brandon.
Here's Connor Brandon, the right fielder. 3 home runs on the year. Maybe the biggest slugger for the Cougars.
I said it's getting tough to see, isn't it? Yes. It's like starting to drizzle. Oh, great.
Getting word from outside, it's starting to drizzle a little bit now. The rain has kind of held off. They actually moved the first start time from 1 p.m. to 12 p.m. to try to beat the rain, but of course game 1 went 15 innings. Mother Nature playing a nice little trick with the gods of baseball. And those two team up. We're all worse off. 1-1 now the count goes to Connor Brandon. Runners on first and second with one out here. Cougars trying to mount a rally in the bottom of the sixth. Oh, that one, was that fouled right off his knee?
I don't know if we should say where it was fouled off of.
Oh, no. Brandon went down immediately. He's down on one knee now as he tries to regroup. But Coach Stosky comes in and is just kind of laughing at him. I think he knows where that one went, and let's just be thankful he's wearing a cup. Of course, Coach Stosky has a great relationship with these Webster University coaches. Coach Courage of Webster's daughter was actually the flower girl at Coach Stosky's wedding. If that ball hit Connor Brandon in the right spot, he might not have a flower girl to give out at anybody's wedding. One and two, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, as that's a big strikeout from Johnny Lord, his 7th of the game. That makes 2 outs in the inning here. The Cougars are trying to mount this rally. Runners on first and second.
Number 10, Kevin Coppin.
Look at that. That's just some tailing action right there. Totally fooled Connor Brandon. And here comes Kevin Coppin, who takes ball 1. Coppin walked his last time up and singled his first time, so let's hope he can continue that here. Get on base to keep the rally driving forward. Ball 2 outside to Coppin. Lord gets the inside call on that one to push the count to 2-1. Again, this is the first real trouble Lord's seen in the past few innings. Let's see how he does here getting out of it. Another one on the inside part of the plate, but this one misses. The third ball driving it to 3-1. 2 outs, runners on first and second. First baseman Brent Spohr occupies second with Mitch Wilson at first. Defense pretty straight away here as he checks back to first, and they call him out. Wow, what a pickoff move by Johnny Lord for the third out of the 6th inning. That's a big one right there as it strands 2 for the Cougars. We're going to head to the top of the 7th. When we come back, we'll try to make quick work here in the top inning to keep the Cougars close.
SportsTownChicago.com is your place for NIHL high school club hockey. Every goal, all of the checks, and every jarring hit. SportsTownChicago.com, in a league of our own.
¿Quieres tener un trabajo en algo que te encante, que sea divertido y conozcas a muchas personas? El Illinois Media School tiene muchas cosas increíbles que ofrecer. No solo hacer segmentos de audio, al aire o usar equipo de cámara. Incluso puedes tener tu propio show de radio o televisión y ser exitoso. Llama ahora. Este programa especial te da el camino rápido a entrenar en la industria y puedes tener tu propio show en solo semanas. Illinois Media School. Llama al 630-916-1700 o visita bnair.com/Lombard y empieza tu carrera en broadcasting.
Time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting at the Illinois Media School's downtown Chicago campus. Call us at 312-884-8000 or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your dreams of being on television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals said about the Illinois Media School.
Tom Waddle, ESPN 1000.
Don't waste another minute in a career you don't love. You can be the next great announcer, DJ, producer, or TV reporter. You'll learn key skills from industry pros while working with professional equipment on air and behind the scenes. Still need to keep the 9-to-5 job? Their flexible class schedules can work.
Webster, the right fielder, number 38, David Williams.
We're back here on the top of the 7th. Pitching change for Concordia Cougars as Nick Barnwell, number 49, is in. He's facing off against David Williams, who came in earlier for Dylan Rakovich.
Nick Barnhill is another senior, which leaves us just down to one senior left. He is from Normal, Illinois, and he is a psych major.
Three and one goes the count there. There's a one-hopper back to the pitcher. Makes a nice play there, does the senior. Flips it over to first for the 1-3 put out. One down here in the top of the 7th.
The shortstop, number 2, Matt Wolnick.
That'll bring Matt Wolnick to the plate. 3 for 3 in this game today. So we'll see if Barnwell here can get his number. He delivers the first pitch outside for ball 1. Interesting little hitch in that delivery there. There's a strike swinging from Wolnick.
Raindrops are becoming a little more prevalent on the window, but this is the last inning of the game, so at least it held out long enough to get the 7 innings in.
Yep, of course we are playing 7 today because game 1 went long, went 15.
And of course with no lights here at Concordia's field.
2-2 is the pitch as he grounds it back to second. Casually makes the play. The 4-3 put out, a nice scoop over there by Brent Sporer. I'm hearing people calling him Beast Mode, which is a nickname I will sign off on and call him from here on.
Catcher number 16, Bailey Magruder.
Strike 1 there to Bailey Magruder. Count goes to 2-1 here as Barnwell tries to work the first 1-2-3 inning for Concordia since the first. And he does it. Strike 3 swinging right there. That's quick work, and that's what we need right now with the daylight running out. We come back, we'll have the bottom of the 7th inning for you. Concordia University Cougars down 6-2, trying to keep their undefeated record at home alive. Can they do it? Come back and find out.
As a student athlete of the IHSA,
I pledge to respect my teammates. I pledge to respect my coaches.
I pledge to respect the officials. I pledge to respect the opponents.
I pledge to respect the fans.
I pledge to respect the game.
We pledge to do what's right.
My name is Chris Labosco, and I do play-by-play for minor league hockey. It was while I was at the Illinois Media School that I got my first opportunity to do actual play-by-play in my first week of class. Through my time in class, I was able to improve as a broadcaster by learning how to use different equipment, how to set up for a remote broadcast, and how to prepare for each and every game that I would call. I even found an internship doing play-by-play for minor league baseball before graduating. If I never went to the Illinois Media School, I never would have found my passion.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is Jonathan Hood, instructor at the Illinois Media School, formerly Illinois Center for Broadcasting. So many reasons for you to consider Illinois Media School: financial aid for those who qualify, real-world hands-on experience, internships, and so much more. Don't just take my word for it. Set up a tour at one of the 2 Chicagoland locations. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to learn more. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Hi, it's Frankie, the Illinois Media.
We're back with you here. Bottom of the 7th, as promised.
The number 7 batter leads off the bottom of the 7th for Concordia. Catcher number 10,
Leading
Kevin
off
Coppin.
the inning is the catcher, Kevin Coppin. Who was at bat when in the bottom of the 6th when Mitch Wilson was picked off of first base to end the inning. Coppin, see if he can work his way back into that 3-1 count. No, he swings early this time, and the left fielder took a break in on the ball off the bat, delivered over his head for a double. Kevin Coppin now 2 for 2 on the day with a walk in addition to that, and there's a double to start things off right for the Cougars, down 6-2.
And while we have this minute, Peter, as we said, it was senior night. It looks like, obviously, with the rain and the darkness coming in, this will probably be the last inning, regardless of what happens. Just want to say the last Concordia senior, Nick Fiorito from Chicago, Illinois, went to Notre Dame High School, and he is a business management degree. Or he's going for business management, I should say.
Well, let's get down to business here in the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Kroenke, the shortstop for the Cougars is up to bat here. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. No fear of that here, though, as Coppin stands on second base. The Cougars down 4. 0-2 now the count. Johnny Lord trying to finish off this game. If he can, he'll get credit for a 7-inning complete game. And he delivers one. Oof. Looks like it might have been off the plate, but again, they've been getting that corner call all day, Ryan.
That looks like it's the 7th inning. It's raining. It's almost dark. You need to be swinging.
5, Joey Anderson.
Here's Joey Anderson, 1 for 2 on the day. Takes the first pitch ball. Joey can get on here. That'll bring it back to the top of the order, which could give the Cougars a real shot here. With 1 out, I suppose we'll get to the top of the order either way, but would love some extra men on base for Colin Bethrin, who sits in the hole, the leadoff hitter. Or on deck, I should say. That one's fouled back to bring the count to 2-1. The rain has held off, though, for about 7 hours for us today as it starts to drizzle here.
Hopefully
bottom of the 7th.
Hopefully the rain, too, can hold off for another 10-15 minutes so that they can honor these seniors after this game and just really send these seniors out with a very, very nice thank you, as they are.
Lord getting the call now on both sides of the plate. One outside, now inside. And with the count now at 2-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, we just saw in replay that was a definite, again, it's 7 o'clock at night, and we've been here since noon call.
And Joey doesn't take the bat off his shoulders in that one. And that's the back-to-back strikeout lookings.
Center fielder, number 11, Colin Bethrin.
Nine strikeouts now on the day for Lord. He's got one more batter here to complete this game, which is only going 7 due to darkness.
It's only fitting that it might be the last at bat would be for senior. It's
Colin Bethrin.
Yep. One of the seniors being recognized. Looks like he might have the final at bat here of the game.
There's a foul back, and regardless of what he does in this at bat, Bethrin can hang his hat on the fact that he took the hit by pitch of game 1 to drive in the winning run in the bottom of the 15th inning. Sacrificing his body for the W. His teammates gotta love that. Here's the 0-2. Foul down the left field line here.
And again, an 0-2 count, 2 outs, down by 4 in the last inning. Just again, Peter, want to say it doesn't look like Concordia will go undefeated at home, but there's nothing for these seniors to hang their head on. One loss, and like we said, 2013, 2014, and 2015 conference champions.
And that's strike 3 right there. Colin Bethrin goes down swinging for your third out. The final 6-2. The Webster University Gorlocks come up to River Forest all the way from St. Louis to split the doubleheader with the Cougars. 1-1. The Cougars take 2 out of 3 on the season from the Webster University Gorlocks. And here on Senior Day,
Ladies and gentlemen,
everybody
here are the final totals for
shaking
game 2.
hands now. We've had a
For the
great
Webster
day of
Gorlocks,
baseball.
6 runs, 10
22
hits,
innings
no
in
errors,
total.
and 8 left on base. The Concordia Cougars 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base.
For Illinois Media School,
The winning pitcher
in the loss,
is Lord, now 5-2. The losing pitcher
I am
is
Peter
Cormello,
Jennings.
now 6-2.
My partner Ryan Blazing.
Time of the game, 2 hours.
We've had a great
and
day
10
of
minutes.
baseball here. with Illinois Media School bringing you this broadcast, a couple of games. Concordia will go on to play next week with some conference play. They continue to lead the NACC, first place in division, fourth in the Midwest. And the loss, I'm sure, won't affect them too much as they take it to a tough Webster team here, also leading their division.
Stick around. We will have our senior day ceremony.
Now the seniors will go and we will honor them. But for Peter Jennings and Ryan Blazing, this is Illinois Media School, and we've enjoyed having you.